Alright guys, so this is the first time in a long time that I've actually had the camera hooked up in my car here to do vlogs and stuff like that, but I'm gonna get straight to the point because I know Alex has pointed out that, and to a good point, that many times when I do these vlogs and everything that I beat around the bush and I don't get straight to the point and talk about what I want to talk about. So right now we're going to stop and go right to what I want to talk about. So we just got done with the second autocross of the year at North Park. It was a great day. I think the weather was a lot better than we all expected. It was like 75, maybe borderline 80, I don't know. It was still a little bit chilly here and there, but it was overall a great day. Really, really sunny. The pavement wasn't too hot, it wasn't too cold. People weren't freezing their asses off, so that's it with the weather. The car handled pretty good. My times, basically I started out in the high 37s and I worked my way down into the high 36s. If you're familiar with how I kind of drive and what my times are, they tend to be very consistent over the entire time that I'm driving, and they don't really vary all that much. Another thing that I got to do a little shout out here to Thad. He came out to his first event with his STI. I think it was a newer, not a newer STI, it was a 2004 STI, but it was in great shape, like 29,000 miles that he picked up a while ago. And props to him for coming out because, you know, we like to get these people out because then they kind of, you know, have fun. They get addicted to racing or be out the next time. And they stay off the streets and street racing, and they actually learn how to modify a car, I guess you could say correct. You know, you can modify your car however you want, but, you know, we all like to see kind of clean cars with some good power modifications, suspension, tires, brakes, things like that. You guys know what you don't like to see, you know, kind of like the race style cars, but to each their own. Everybody can do whatever they want. If you're into that scene, that's fine too, you know. Car's kind of like your canvas, and you can do anything you want to it. It's just a lot of us that go autocrossing, we prefer the more performance aspect of cars and racing. And there's my GPS clicking in because, of course, you guys might know yes, we know what to do. Of course, you guys might know the Liberty Bridge is down. Not down, it's not like it fell in the river or anything, although I think it might at some point. But it's actually closed, they're repairing it. So I'll be taking a little slightly different way home. We actually took a slightly different way in this time, you know, just, you know, all the other bridges that we have down there, just pick another one, you can go that way. I always tend to stick to like one way to get places. I know that's probably a bad thing, but you kind of like know which way you want to go, and then boom. I believe you can actually go outbound on the Liberty Bridge and the Liberty Tunnels, but the problem with that is that it gets really backed up. They have it down to like one lane, so it just kind of sucks. I looked on, if you guys don't have this app called Waze, go ahead and get it. It's great. It tells you like where accidents are, where cops are at, and other things like that. And it also tells you where there's like traffic at, so it'll like actually highlight, you know, pretty much like any other GPS, but it's an app on your phone. Go download it. It's completely free. I'm not associated, sponsored by it or anything like that. I just think it's a great app and you guys should use it. A real quick story about what happened this morning. So if you guys don't know, Chelsea and I normally meet up at Get-Go. I'm going to close the windows here for you. We normally meet up in Get-Go in the South Hills on 51 there. And, you know, last night I was out, I was doing a lot of stuff and, you know, just typical kind of running around like having a good time. It's Saturday. I wasn't out too late, but, you know, I was just hanging out with friends. And I had most of my stuff ready to go and ready to be put in the car, but it wasn't all together. And I'm a person who likes to have all my stuff together and ready to go, probably in the trunk or in the car, which is what I'm probably going to do in the future because of what happened. So I leave, and I go, and I get all the way to Get-Go. And we say we're going to get there at 7:30. We get there at like 7:50, because I know Chelsea's going to be late. And by the time I get there, as soon as I pull into Get-Go, I realize, oh crap, I forgot my numbers, you know, my magnetic numbers to my car. I got to turn around and go back. Now I could tape them on, I just don't prefer to do that. I think it just looks kind of cheesy. And I have the numbers, so I want to use them. So I turned around, went home, I literally pulled in, went right out. And it only added like an extra, you know, couple minutes to my journey. You know, it was an extra 10 minutes to get there and back. You know, it was 20 minutes in total, so whatever. Not a big deal, but just a little, it gets you like all discombobulated in the morning. It was something else to deal with. Basically, what happened there was I was paying attention to vlogging and not paying attention to the GPS and where I needed to go. So I ended up actually taking the same way that I go every time and went to the Liberty Bridge. Yesterday it was really backed up. My girlfriend and I were coming to my place and it took us like, we were both driving, and it took us like 45 minutes. We sat here and like didn't go anywhere. This time we got all the way up at least to where you kind of get on at the bridge. So that's a good thing. It shouldn't be too long here and it gives me a little extra time to vlog. Another thing that happened this morning was I had to get gas in the morning. I normally don't let my car go like under a quarter of a tank. A lot of times like just barely under half, and I just fill it up if I can. And I actually let it go way too low, and it's nothing like, you know, the gas light or anything didn't come on, but you know, it was just too low. And I'm like, you know, another thing I have to do in the morning, I was focused on going to get gas and everything, and not focused on, you know, do I have my numbers, do I have all my equipment, things like that. Not that you need a lot for autocross, but probably one of the things that led me to forget my numbers in the morning. So next week for Fast Track, we want to make that one a good one, show up and be early, be there to help out. Guys, if you know anything about Fast Track, come out to the event, it's great. We raise a lot of money for Huntington's disease. If you know Morgan McLean, he races up there. He was active in the Subaru community when he had one of those back in the day. And now he has Miata. He's not gay, sorry, politically incorrect. It's a Miata thing. So yeah, come out to Fast Track. It's a great event, it's really big. There's tents, there's vendors. Bring a lot of money to do like the raffles and things like that. It all goes for a good cause, guys, so you know, pitch in, you might win something. I know like everybody I go with every year wins stuff. I never do, but they win stuff. So that's that. That's the second event. I hope you enjoyed all the racing videos you're gonna see before this. Hopefully I get it before this. If it's too long, we'll just make 2 separate videos. But hope you enjoy the racing videos, just kind of like the walk around. I was kind of more focused on the racing today and not the helping people a little bit, but not really, you know, running around with my camera and, you know, getting shots of everything and everything that's going on. There really wasn't anything like particularly like crazy or nuts or, you know, no mishaps going on or anything like that. It was just a pretty basic, good, enjoyable autocross day. And that was about it. Nothing really, I'm not gonna say nothing super special about it. It was cool. We went to Hal's Bottle Shop up in the North Hills here afterwards. It was kind of cool. We should probably do that like every week we do this. It was kind of cool, like, you know, so you're not just getting in your car after driving and heading back home. You can actually relax for a little bit. Maybe get something to eat, get something to drink like that. So that's that. I'm on the Liberty Bridge right now. I'm sure I'll be here for a little bit longer, but not too long. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Come out to Fast Track next week, and I will see you there. Peace out.